I've had this segmented piece, this little disc, floating around my shop. Well, actually, since before I had a shop, since I was working out of my garage. It's actually the first experimental piece I did before I started doing segmented turning. So I figured it was time I put it to use. And in case you're wondering, it's made out of 2 different colors of mahogany. What I'm doing here is trimming this piece down so it fits into the bottom of a plastic cup. I'm just showing the one effort here, but I had to take it off and check it probably 4 or 5 times before I got it to fit right, like so. Here I'm just using 80 grit sandpaper to rough up the top because I'm going to use 5-minute epoxy to secure a dragon on top of it. At the end of last week's video, I showed you some shavings that I'd kept from previous projects. And here I'm going to go ahead and use some of those shavings to create a flame effect on the front side of this little dragon statue. And like it said on screen, I'm just using yellow heart and red heart to do it. I think it turned out pretty nice. Let me know what you think of that. I also used 5-minute epoxy on the bottom of this cup to secure the whole statue down, so it doesn't float up once I put the resin in. I had to mix up just a little bit more so I could top this cup completely off, so I had room to work over top of this dragon's head. It's in the pressure pots. It'll hold 40 psi for 24 hours, and hopefully all the little bubbles that were left will be shrunk down to invisible. This is something I didn't anticipate, and that's the top of the cup melting a little bit. It must have got pretty doggone hot in there. Fortunately, it pretty much maintained its level, so I've got room to work above the dragon's head. That was my biggest concern when I first saw it. And here I'm just using my wine cork trick as a jam chuck just to help secure this piece into the chuck. Okay, let's check out what the audience has been up to. So much talent. Daryl Storer made this beautiful piece. See that resin filling in all those cracks? Very, very nice. Josh, the Kilted Turner, made these. Also used resin on the first piece. Look at these. Very nice. Rebecca Hewitt made these beautiful bowls. Just gorgeous, Rebecca. Great work. Ron Radliff made this to honor his family's service. 75 years of continuous military service. Just amazing. Exceptional. Thank you so much. Now, showing projects that my subscribers have made is just one way to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my channel. I'm just amazed. Continuously amazed and appreciative and grateful to all of you. And now a little less talking in the second half of the video while this piece takes its final shape and takes on its polish. Now, as I'm doing the final polish here, I just want to mention that I did finish the base. You'll see in the final set of photos at the end of the video that I did a little bit more work to shape the base, and then I used shine juice on it, put 3 coats of shine juice on it to finish it up. Look at that. Look at that. What do you think of that? That flame turned out pretty good. And this little dragon statue started out gray. I added color on there just to see if I could make it look like it had a little bit of moss on it. I think that turned out nicely. This dragon's been captured for a good while. The little bit of sparkle that you see in there is, I forgot to mention, just a very slight amount of pearl that I had mixed into the resin. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I want to thank everybody for watching. Semper Fi.